It's good. We call him Mr. Spivey, but this is Isaac's dad. Can y'all say good morning?
Good morning.
Okay, we'll let Mr. Spivey be in charge. Now your job is to be a great listener.
Hi, boys and girls. Thank y'all for coming and letting me come to y'all's class and talk to y'all today. Like Miss Beasley said, I'm Isaac's dad, and I work at a bank. How many of y'all have ever been to a bank? Raise your hand. Tell you one good thing about going to a bank. What do you always do when you go to a bank?
They get your money.
Yeah, they take your money, and my bank, we always give the kids soccer. So I know all the little
Oh,
kids.
I get a lollipop.
I
get a soccer.
Today, I want to tell y'all kind of what banks do and then some of the things that I get to do. And the most important thing a bank does is we protect your money. So when you get older, or even real young like you are now, and you put money in the bank, we make sure it's protected and no one else can get your money. Also, what we do is when you get older and say you need money, like if you have an emergency or there's something you really, really want and you don't have enough money, we'll give you what you call a loan, where we let you borrow money and then you can just pay it back later. But one of my favorite things to do at the bank is I get to come in and talk to boys and girls like y'all and teach them how to save money. Now, who knows what it means to save something? You know what it means?
It means to be kind and be nice and help.
Sort of. Let me give you an example. What would it mean if I have 5 Oreos and I'm going to save 2 of them, but I'm going to eat 3? What does that mean if I was going to save them? What does that mean?
That you might save your money for something else, like on your birthday or something.
Yeah, saving means like put something aside and not use it right then, right? Like if I was going to save 2 Oreos, that means I wouldn't eat them. I'd wait until later to use them, right? Well, I got a special prize for all of y'all, but I'm going to have to ask you to do 2 things for me, okay? And one you've already been doing. That's be real good, sit up, pay attention, and when I ask a question, you have to answer, okay? Or at least try to, okay? And the second one, look how many boys and girls there are in here. There's like almost 40, right? So if everyone starts talking at once, no one's going to be able to hear anything. So today, as long as everyone be quiet and listens and pay attention, I've got a really special prize for you. But if I call on you, I want you to help me, okay? Can y'all do that for me?
Yes.
All right. Now, there's 2 real important reasons why we want to save money. Now, how many of you have ever heard of something called needs and wants? Have you ever heard of that? Can you give me an example of what a want is?
I want candy.
Okay. And what would it be a need? You're the, yeah. Not you. Can you give me an example of what a need would be?
If you need a new wallet, you can get a new wallet.
Yeah. Need would be, maybe a need would be some like food or like a place to live. You know, something that you have to have, like you can't live without, right?
That you have to have without
What?
water.
Water.
I
Yeah.
have something. Trees.
Sorry.
You have to have shelter.
Shelter, that's a very good one. Now, what about wants? What about maybe a really cool toy? Like some of you girls, I'm sure maybe like the Barbie dolls, or maybe, I don't know, have you ever seen the new movie called Frozen? Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe like a new cool shirt, or maybe a Frozen doll, or maybe even the movie. Those are all things that are wants. Now remember the second rule, we can't all talk at the same time.
Remember, we don't talk unless you raise your hand and we call you.
Now if we don't save money, then we can't get those things, can we? No. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a couple more things and then I'm going to play a little game with y'all, okay? Now, who can tell me what Tuesday was? Does any of y'all know what Tuesday was? It was a special day. Do you know what Tuesday was? What was it?
It's the month.
Well, Tuesday was the day. Tuesday, y'all may not have, I don't know if y'all went over this score or not, but Tuesday was Earth Day. Did y'all know that?
I planted oak trees with my dad.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. You know what the special thing about Earth Day is? Is to teach everyone what we can do to save the earth or help preserve it. right?
Like
Well,
picking up trash.
yeah, picking up trash or,
Or
wow.
you
I've seen some plants out there, you know?
or you can clean house.
Those are the plants.
That's always a good thing too. Now, what I want to show y'all today is how by saving money, we can also help the earth. I know that kind of sounds funny, but I'm going to go through and give y'all some examples, and y'all tell me if y'all think that would help save the earth or not, okay? Let's see. Who can tell me what this is? Oh, raise your hand, I'll hold you. What is this?
A water bottle.
A water bottle. Now, what do you do with this once you're done drinking it?
Throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the trash, right?
You don't want to litter.
Yeah. Now, who knows where these go when you throw them in the trash?
In the recycling bin.
Right. Well, yes, that's correct. It does go in the recycling bin. But eventually, these could end up in like landfills and stuff like that, which isn't really good for the earth. What if people didn't recycle? They just threw them in the regular trash. Would that be a good thing?
No.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, no, you don't have to open it. That's fine. Yeah. Now, what happens once you throw it away and you want another one? What do you have to go do?
Buy.
Buy one, right? Well, isn't that going to cost a lot of money if you have to keep buying a whole bunch and a whole bunch, right? Now, what if we use one of these? Who knows what this is? It's the same thing, right? It's a water bottle. Oh, yeah. I knew some of you girls would like that one. And some of you boys too, probably.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Now, what do you do when you're done drinking out of this one?
You just fill it up again. In the dishwasher. You
Okay,
fill
hold on,
it
be
up
quiet.
again.
Here, what do you do with this when you're done drinking it?
If you want more, you can just fill it up.
Yeah, you just fill it. You don't throw it away, do you?
No.
So how many times did you have to buy this one? Just one time, right? And how many times do you have to buy this one?
A
A
lot.
lot. So which one would save you money? Which one would you have to spend less
The
money
water
on?
bottle.
Yeah, this one, right? Let's look at some more examples.
I love that sound. I have $3.
Okay, I hope you know what this is. Who knows what this is?
A bag.
It's a lunch bag, right?
Yeah.
Carry your lunch in it? And what is this?
A paper bag.
And you can carry your lunch in this one too, right? Now, who can tell me what trees are made out of? I'm sorry, what paper's made out of? Wood. And where does wood come from? Trees, right? So when we buy these, what does that mean? Someone has to cut down on what to make it.
Tree.
Is that helping the earth?
Yes.
No.
No.
Now what about this one? This one's not made out of trees, right?
Plastic.
Now look at this one though.
Paper.
Now what happens when you're done eating your lunch and you're through with it? What do you do with it? You throw it away. Now what do you do with this one?
You keep
You
it.
keep it. What do you do? Bring it back. You better bring it back home. Mommy, Daddy might not be too happy with it. And what do you do with it the next day?
You bring it again.
Yeah, you bring it again. So which one would save money? Which one would you have to buy the least amount of times? This one. Good job. Man, y'all are good at this already. All right, now let me show you a couple more here. Okay, who knows what this is? What do you put in this? Someone, can one of you up here tell me what you can put in here? What can you put in here?
Money or dollars?
Well, this is called a sandwich baggie.
Yeah.
So what do you think you could put in there? Sandwich, that's right. Now what would you do with this if you got it in your lunch when you're done?
Throw it away.
You throw it away, right? Now who knows what this is?
A lunchbox.
Isaac, do you know what this is called?
Not a lunchbox.
No, it's not a lunchbox. It's
I know.
what kind of shape is it in?
A sandwich.
It's a sandwich
Lunch
box,
in there.
right? Now what would you do with this one when you're done eating with it?
You keep it.
Keep it, right? And what do you do? Bring it home and then what does your mommy put in it the next day again? The sandwich, right? So which one would cost us more money?
That one.
This one, because we have to keep buying a whole bunch of them, right? So would that be saving money to buy one of these?
No.
Yeah, and it would help the earth too because we're not throwing all these in the trash, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you one more. Okay. Now here's one of my favorite ones because this is something that my kids love to do, okay? Now, who can tell me
Isaac,
what this one is? What is this?
a book.
A book, right? Now, remember a while ago when we were talking about the paper, it was made out of what?
Paper. Wood.
And wood's made out of what?
Trees.
Trees, right?
It's
Okay.
made out of trees.
Now, say you wanted to buy a new book, and you went to the store, you'd have to, pay money for it, right?
No, you could get
Well,
it from
what would you
the
do when you're done
library.
reading it?
Or you could
You
get it
just
from
set it aside, you had to go buy another one, wouldn't you? And then buy another one and another one? Because you don't want to read the same thing over and over, do you?
From the library.
Oh, you are one of the smartest people I've
I
ever
knew
met.
that.
You know why? Look what this is.
A card.
Library
A credit card.
You know how much
Credit
these,
card.
oh, this is a library card. You know how much these cost?
What? Huh?
0. You don't have to pay for it at all.
Oh.
So guess how many books you can get with the library card?
Oh.
Can anyone tell me? A bunch? Who said that? As many as you want to. That's the exact answer. Yeah. So who would rather get as many books as they want to when they're done reading, bring them back and get more, or just buy this one?
I will get all of them.
Yeah, everyone would want to use this one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get all the books. I'll get 101. I'll get.
All right. Now, so can y'all see how saving money can also help the earth?
Yeah.
Oh, I got one more that I think y'all could use too. I forgot about this one. Okay. Now, I know I've seen all over the school y'all have tons of artwork everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And how many of y'all take your artwork home to your mommy or your daddy and they put it on your refrigerator?
I said don't
Right.
put my phone.
Now, where did we say paper comes from again?
Wood.
Trees, right. Now, if we just colored a little bit on one side of the paper, like this, would that be a good thing? Or should we maybe color on both sides of the paper?
Go.
Yeah, both. Because if you just color on one, how many sheets of paper would it take to color on both sides if you just did one? Take 2, right? But look, we colored on 2 sides of the paper and only used 1 sheet of
What's the
paper.
green stuff? Is that a snake?
I think that is a
Worm.
worm. What is it, Isaac?
It's a dinosaur.
Oh, sorry, that is the biggest dinosaur you've ever seen right there. I think it's T-Rex, look at little short arms. See? All right, so when you color on both sides, your mommy and daddy can hang it on their fridge, and when they get tired of looking at that side, they can turn it over and look at the other one. And you save trees. Okay, now, the other thing I want to talk to y'all about, first we know that saving money can save the earth, but who knows what you need to do to save money? It's a big word, it's called being responsible. Does anyone here, can they tell me what they think it means to be responsible? It's a real tough word, it's a big word, I know.
Is it?
Well, let's see if someone else knows. Isaac, do you know what it means to be responsible? Take care of something. That can be a good example of being responsible. Can you tell me?
Being responsible of your own
Yeah. You know what it really means? It means to make good decisions. Okay? Now, I have a special friend named Silly Sam. Okay? And guess what? He has it named for a reason. And I want to read y'all a story real quick about Silly Sam. And y'all tell me if y'all think he made good decisions or not, okay? And this will tell you, kind of give you an idea of how to be responsible with your money and where maybe we should keep our money and where we shouldn't keep our money, okay? All right. Now y'all pay attention because I might ask y'all some questions here in a minute. All right. Once upon a time, there was a child named Sam who loved to do jobs around the house and help neighbors with things they needed to have done. Sam liked to rake leaves, watch the neighbor's dog, and take out the trash for his mom. Sometimes Sam earned money for doing these jobs. Sam knew that it was important to keep the money he earned in a safe place. So every time he got some money, he thought of a safe place to put it. The first time Sam earned money, he put it in his pockets. He just knew it would be safe there. After all, he was the only person who ever wore those pants. What could possibly happen to the money in his pockets? Sam went to the park later that day and played with his friends. They ran around and chased each other. They played on the playground. They even climbed up in a tree. Yeah, that's probably not very smart. Later that night, when Sam went to look for his money, guess what? His pockets were empty. His money wasn't there. Sam thought and he thought, his money must have fallen out of his pocket. He was sure his pocket would be a safe place for his money. But guess what? It wasn't. The next day, Sam earned some more money helping a neighbor in the garden. He decided his pocket wasn't such a good place to keep his money. So he thought of a new idea. This time he decided he'd put it in a tree. He put it in his backyard. He just knew it would be safe there. Nobody but Sam climbed that tree. So Sam put his money in a little hole in the tree. Sam went off again to play with his friends. While he was gone, a bird came along and landed in the tree. And guess what? The bird found Sam's money. The bird was building a nest nearby and thought that the money would be a good nest for her. Off she went, the bird with Sam's money. When Sam came back later to look for his money, what did he find? It was gone. Poor Sam. What was he going to do? Sam thought and he thought and he thought some more. And he thought about the places he put his money already. His pocket wasn't safe because the money could fall out. The hole in the tree wasn't safe because a bird could take the money. Finally, Sam had a great idea. He'd recently read a story about pirates. He thought, hey, it would be fun to be a pirate. He could say fun words like arr and scallywag and walk the plank. He could sail the 7 seas on a pirate ship, and when he had treasure, he could bury it. The next time Sam earned money, he marched right out into the backyard with a shovel and buried his money in the backyard in a little box. After all, pirates keep their treasures in a chest, right? Sam just knew his money would be safe there in the backyard, buried like pirates' treasure. He left and went back inside. Hours passed, days passed, weeks passed. Sam almost forgot about the money he had buried in the backyard. But then one day, he wanted to get some money to buy a special toy. Remember what we said? Save your money, you're going to buy something? He remembered that his money was buried in the backyard. He got his shovel out and went straight to the backyard. He went to the place where he thought it was buried. He dug and he dug and he dug some more, but no money. He thought, maybe this isn't quite the right place. He moved to a different spot and dug some more. Again, no money. He did this not 1 time, not 2 times, not 5 times, but 10 different times. Guess what? Still no money. Sam decided his money was pretty safe. So safe, he couldn't even find it. Silly Sam. Now, what y'all think about Sam's story? Did he make good decisions with his money? No. Who can tell me maybe where Sam should have kept his money? Raise your hand. Let's see. Maybe call him someone that I haven't called on yet. Can you tell me someplace he should have kept his money?
In the bank.